Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. It is the last trading day of the year. I contemplated back and forth would I go live today, and I said, hey, I might. I just wanted to come on, interact, and engage with you guys. The last trading day of the year, and offer the last sales of the year. You got till midnight tonight to take advantage of the deals that I had. Look it down in the description. Um, My one-on-ones are usually $100. I got those discounted with $40 off, making them 60. My group mentorship will be going to 700 tomorrow. So after midnight, if you wanted to do the group mentorship, lock in now at the 500. Hey, thank you for checking in. In the one-on-one mentorship, it is 2,000. I've had it discounted for the since Black Friday. I got two spots for 1,000. That will go to 2,000 tomorrow. So if you want to lock in, definitely take advantage of the payment plans. Sign up. At least get your foot in the door at the most discounted place. Thank you so much. On on no one. Thank you guys again. I'm still getting used to this. I've been practicing. Are you going to send the link to the class soon? Which class, K Watch? Tell me which class so I can know. But thank you so much for tuning in. So, first off, it's the last day of the year. Not a lot of action is going to happen. So, I want you guys to realize that this week has been very light. The market has been subtle. We get a move the first 30 minutes and then they're out of the way. The market kind of consolidates. And that's because real traders and investors, they are already on vacation. They'll be back in the new year. There's no major things going on. There's not going to be any major shifts. There may be news about different companies. Oh, let me make sure. Send me another email. Over the holiday, K Watts, everybody didn't show up. So you are. It's going to be this Saturday. That's going to be group 3. They're going to be starting their first class. So it might just be you because a lot of people kind of meshed into group 2. So I got you for sure, for sure. This Saturday at 11 a.m. So you can see why, because I went back. You could have done this 2 ways. You could have gone to ChatGPT fashion way. We're gonna come up on a daily. And what you would need to do, part, so you guys are not blinded by everything you see. So we're gonna hide everything, and then I want you guys to go back. Like this is gonna be a key tool with you trading, and if you want to make because it's a key marker. So when I come all the way back, we want to go back and look at why, because that's going to let us know how we should probably trade today. So let's find today. It's Wednesday. So it opened at 583, a high of 583, and a low of 577. So we had about a drop of $7. Well, sorry, the close was 579. So from open to close, we had a $4 move down. So again, the last day of the year and the first day of the new year were both bearish. So, and you can see overall, once we got like mid February, we got back bearish again. We had a little pop. First 2 weeks, go back. Let's take a rim money. Don't do anything crazy outside of the range. So here's our opening candle. I mean, get the 686, 685 put. stay close. I cut my indicators back on so you can see how it's playing out with the ATR. Still got plenty of move, but it's going to be very stagnant. So we just want to know how today is going to play. If you're playing IWM, stay within the dollar. Don't drop down too far. You can't hear. Oh, let me change. Let me make sure my mics are set up good. Thank you for letting me know. Getting some lag here. My internet's been, we've had high winds here in Texas, so my internet has been a little groggy. Guys, drop a one if you can hear me. Drop a two if it's still being a little weird. Thank you, Lakeisha, for popping in. If you're trading today, let me know if you're trading. Okay. Okay. Little mixed. It may be my internet connection this morning, and it could be my laptop. I am switching laptops after this live. I got a new laptop for Christmas, so I'll switch over to that one. But it's the last day of the year. Okay, Cedric on SPY. So I just told you my move for the market today. I'm bearish right off the open. It already had a $2 move. You can see the sellers here. I'm bearish. You see my levels 585, 47. Those are pre-market levels from I think Monday. But anytime you trade, make sure you go in even without the noise. Like a lot of people are like, well, I have trading view, but I only have the free version. I'm only able to use 2 indicators. Work with those two. I didn't upgrade my trading view until I started to make money. So again, make you a little cash. You don't have to jump up. Now, granted, when I was using it, you were able to have 3 free indicators. Now you only get 2. But you can make it work switching them out, marking your chart with the levels. So let's go into somebody tell me if you trade, why would I look at extended hours? What does this do for me if I look at extended hours? Does anybody know? What I just good, good morning, 717. Good morning, Brandon. Anybody know why I look at pre-market? If you trade, why do we look at pre-market? What does pre-market tell us? Using options, I don't know how to use trading view. Cedric, I'm gonna give you free game for today. Go to YouTube where you're already here. Go type in the search bar after my live and type in TradingView. TradingView has their own tutorial videos on how to use the indicators inside of it. So take some time, 10, 15 minutes a day, because the videos are very short, and watch those videos and help you navigate and use TradingView. If you want a short and sweet version, book a one-on-one with me or hop online with me. We can go over through how to navigate and use it. I'm gonna give people I'll give you guys one more minute because I know the chat is lagging, but I'm gonna give you one more minute to tell me why I look at pre-market. Pre-market showing how morning going to start. Yeah, tell me more specifically. But it does. So in pre-market, it's letting you know what people are willing to pay for the shares. And when at 8:30 or 9:30, depending on where you're located, when the options market open, now we know where people are willing to buy and sell for options. So this gives us a preview. This is letting me know this is where people wanted to buy it, what's on sale, what do they consider valuable at 685. We can see this resistance level right here at 687. They said, that's too expensive. I'm not going to buy it right here. So it's easy to get that set up to know, okay, People are buying, 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 and here they say, nah, that's too high. That's like the new. They're going to be $299, but they're only going to release like 6,000. So when you get on there, now you got to go to StockX, and they're $1,000 or they're $500. Like, nah, I was cool with $299, but now on StockX, they're twice as much. I'm not willing to pay that. This is your this is Nike.com. This is StockX price. We're not willing to pay this price. We're willing to pay this price. So we'll see SPY probably come down to this zone, and we'll see those buyers. See those buyers sitting right there? They're coming. Man, this thing is keeps coming in and out. I apologize, guys. Again, I have been having a few technical difficulties with my internet this weekend, but hey, as long as it stays on, I'll stay on. But take notes on what I just said about your pre-market. Pre-market is super helpful on understanding where buyers are at for the shares. Then we have the options market open up. So you only need it on briefly. You just want to mark your levels. You from the market close of yesterday to 3 a.m. So you have your post market and your pre. So you just take those two levels, then you come back into your regular hours. Like I said, this glitch, but it's just a little biased due to how we've traded before. It's coming all the way down to my level. So now you say, okay, Dr. Chad, it's 587. It's going to hit that target. It's got 585.2 after that. Where does it go after that? That's when you want to come where the next level of support is on your chart. Everything you need, though, so you don't have to guess. I added yesterday to my watch list some SPX puts because I already was going to be bearish on today, and those puts are well over 30% now. I'm just testing out. I was testing out a play, so I had already added yesterday. Robinhood has given me the ability to trade SPX later in the day. I think up to like 5. So I added SPX 6,800. It's actually down $18, and then I added 6,850. The 6,850 is actually up $105. So overnight in 15 minutes, I could have spent $250 to get the SPX 6,850 put, and I would have been done for the day. Right now, 15 minutes into the market, because it is over 45%. Sorry, it was over 42% at 105 in a matter of minutes. So again, understanding how the market moves, which contracts to take. If you're trading SPY, still would have took. You would have still been trying to get money depending on how many contracts you took, and if you had got into that put. But the SPX play already printing after hours markets to see levels. Are you looking at the 4 hour for the pre or post market levels? It doesn't matter which hour you look at, because you're just looking at the high and the low of yesterday. So it doesn't matter which time frame. The high is still going to be the high, whether it's on the 5 minute, whether it's on the 1 minute. And I don't look at this at 3 o'clock in the morning and 4 o'clock in the morning. I come to look at the market about 15 minutes before, because all of that doesn't matter. It only matters right about the time the market's going to close. What happened at 3 a.m. and news that come out could have settled by the time on the options market actually opens. So I don't waste my time. I get my beauty sleep. So you can see this is why levels and marking your chart. A lot of people ask, Chaz, why do you have all those levels on your chart? Why don't you delete them? Well, it's kind of like deleting photos. You keep them for the memory. I need the memory and the muscle memory of the price action on the chart. So I keep my levels daily. There's a lot. They take some getting used to, but it works best for me because I'm a price action trader, and the price likes to go back where it's familiar. So I don't delete my levels. I have multiple charts though. This isn't actually my trading chart. This is actually my charting chart. When I have people practice and I'm teaching. So let's go actually over to my actual trading chart. So that's one of the other benefits of having TradingView. You can have multiple chart layout, whether you trade crypto, you trade forex, you trade futures. You can have multiple chart layouts. So you're not having to say, well, I use this type of trading or indicator. I look longer term when it comes to my crypto, and versus when this thing is lagging so bad. I don't want to switch networks instead of. But top of the year, I'm not gonna say markets are closed tomorrow, so probably Friday. I'll be on my new laptop to trade. This is, like I said, I'm not sure if it's the internet or the laptop that has this lagging so much. So I definitely apologize for the technicals. Look at price and move. Okay, looks like we're back. Sorry for these hiccups, guys. They know. So SPY is already down 33% of its total move. If you've worked with me before, when we're day trading. So again, I told you guys the first 30 minutes, the market was already um, getting underway. All right. I don't think the indicators have loaded yet. There we go. Description. Take advantage of those deals. I think everything's popped back up now. This is the mogul algo indicator. Helps you see those fair value gaps. Gives you those buy and sell orders on the chart. If that's something you need, it is still available. I think it's 30% off for the year, and for the lifetime, you get lifetime access. If you're a trader and it's a little bit hard for you to kind of get confirmation, you need a little bit of help. This can be a helpful tool with getting you those buy and sell orders, letting you see these sell order blocks. Now, SPY's already made its move for today. It could be done. It could consolidate right here. If anything, we may see another $2 to the downside, and I would probably say that it might be done for today. Maybe even dollar 50. I don't think it's going to be anything crazy, because what did we see from historical showed us that SPY dropped $4. I think it was $4 from the open. So we're already down like $2. So we may have another two to the downside. There's no news coming out. Oh shit. Sorry guys. We did have news. Unemployment claims did come out, and they came out early because the market is going to be closed tomorrow. But if you're trading, like I said, I'm bearish. Not a whole lot of movement. We're not going to see anything crazy happening today. So Hey guys, I think back in. I'm working on sharing the screen, StreamYard, and everybody is, hey, giving me the blues, but I appreciate y'all for sticking in. I have to leave it down for a second. There we go. I think we're back. Can you guys hear me? If you can hear me again, but I think we're back up. So y'all let me know if y'all can hear me and if you can see my screen. I appreciate the 4 or 5 people who have gone as I was trying to get this back up. So just let me know. Okay, you can see. Thank you so much, Soft Swag. If you can hear me, drop a 1. Dang. Thing is lagging so bad. Like I said, we were having heavy winds here in Texas, and it's got my internet being a little shoddy today. So I apologize. Uh, on the day just due to historics. So definitely catch the beginning of the video where I went back and looked at history. So I'm looking at a low of the day on SPY at about 583. About put on my watch list a 6850 put on SPX, and you can see SPX is at 6880. You can definitely get a lot closer depending on how much capital you have. But we just tested the low of the day on SPY, and it is going to probably take another leg down. This could be slow. So again, if you know the market is moving slow and consolidating, just skip over trying to be in the contract 0 DTE for today and go ahead and get the Friday contract. When it comes to SPX, you can still make it work with the same day expiration, but there is a lot of theta built up into keep that in mind. I know I do have a few traders that like to take a look at IWM. So again, with IWM, make sure you're staying within $1. IWM is at 247. I'm sure this is going to be, if it's in a downward trend too, I'm probably not going to be able to switch charts back and forth. I might just have to switch the screen. But hey, top of the year, we're not going to have this problem. We will be on I will be on my MacBook. I did upgrade, and that brings me to another conversation about the products. A lot of people think you need a laptop. They think you need some expensive tools to be able to trade, and you don't. All right, I think we're cooking with grease again. Let's start this up again. If you can hear me and see my screen, drop a 2 in the chat. I definitely apologize for all these technicals, but let me know that you're still here and that you can hear me and that you can see my screen. All right, I think we're back. Thank you guys so much for your patience. So before it tries to drop me out again, because I don't know how long it's gonna work out for me, because they're just not letting me. They don't want to let me give the game away today. But I told you guys I was already bearish on the day. I gave you guys my setup. I told you we should get about 683 is my target. We're already down $2. We may have another two in it. I was already watching the 68.50 put. It is back up to $85. It had a little bit of pullback. And I think it got about negative $15. Now it's back up again. I'm bearish. I was looking, I already have on my watch list the 68.50 put. We're at, when I first said that, we were at 68.80. We're at 68.77 now. It just took another leg down. But again, the market's going to pull. When you see these pullbacks on like on the day today, it can be choppy. And so when you see profit, take it. Once you get your $100, get out the way. You don't have to hold on to it. Oh, it's going to take another leg down. Well, as Stater proceeds throughout today, that next leg down may not be as profitable as the first move that it had. You can always secure the profit and get back into an additional play. Always keep that in mind. This lagging that I'm having is because I'm on a Lenovo PC. My PC has has a limited amount of RAM. Sharing screens, doing more technical stuff can slow down your PC. But I do want you guys to, now this Xbox thing wants to open. I do want you guys to think about this. When you first start trading, you're looking to make some money. You may not have a lot of money. If you got an old tablet, if you already have a cell phone, use that first to start making money before you go out here and say, oh, let me go get the top of the line laptop because that's going to make me, I can trade better if my laptop was better and all these things. If you have the foundation, it will give you an edge. But if you don't have foundation, having the best top of the line laptop does not make you or equivocate to you being a great trader. I trade from my phone. I only really need my laptop when I'm trying to look at my screen larger, but I can also look at my trading view from my phone. My whole productivity is to be able to trade and travel, go mobile. I don't want to be tied down to a laptop, a desk, a particular setup. And I show the screen all the time of this elaborate setup with somebody with one of those cool gaming chairs with seven monitors, and a laptop, seven monitors, a laptop, and a tablet. You don't need all of that to trade. All you really need is a screen that you can watch a chart on, whether that be your phone, whether that be a tablet, and make your trade on the device. You need a trading platform or a brokerage account to be able to trade on. Those are the things that you need. No, you don't need $1,000 laptop. You can go get a $200 laptop as long as it's fast and you have great internet. That's the key element. If you got some trash internet and a great laptop, you're still not going to perform well. Your key thing is to want to have the best internet, high speed that you need, especially if you're trading futures, because a lag could cost you a lot of money. So, if you want recommendations from me, I say 16 gig. 16 gig hard drive, 250 megabytes or gigabytes. If you go a trillion gig, that's even better because storage and RAM are going to become more expensive next year. 2 to 3K on a workstation, monitor, and cooling fan everywhere like they're Bitcoin mining. Yeah, that's totally unnecessary. That's for a look. That's for streaming, for people to be like, oh, that person's great. They trade really well because they have this appearance. That's like the people who post pictures in rented Lambos. They want you to be excited about something they don't even have. I don't care. I have like I said, I have a very affordable Lenovo that I got from Target about, it's been in my house 2 years. So this laptop is probably 4 years old now. And it still works. I was still able to stream. You able to still see my content. It doesn't negate me as a trader. what kind of device I got. Y'all don't see my laptop. Y'all don't see, it doesn't matter. But I did upgrade, but I'm just now upgrading my laptop after 4 years. And I probably still would not have upgraded if my wife hadn't insisted on it. Babe, you need this. Let's go into 2026. Go pick out your laptop. But I am a very frugal trader. Um, I, I just don't think I have become one to not cherish physical things. So getting a new laptop was not at the high of my list. I'm like, hey, we could do it. Something else with $1,000. That's a piece of land. That's a property or something costs us assets, but it will allow me to trade better. But again, you don't need unless you are coding, you don't need MacBook Pro. If you're not doing any coding in high tech, get you a nice buy the storage. Storage and RAM next year will be more expensive. You're not going to be able to upgrade. Go ahead and grab you a SD storage device where you can get more. You can get one from I think they're called like ScanDisk. Let me see if I can external storage hard drive. External, and we got multiple of these because my wife is a dance coach. External storage hard drive. So on Timo, you can get a 5 gig external hard drive with four trillion gig external for $15. I probably wouldn't recommend that one, but you can get a Seagate 2 trillion byte backup plus slim portable for $68. Now these used to be for like one less than it. I think less than a gig. These used to be like $50, but this is going to become more expensive next year. You can get a 2 trillion gig flash drive for $28 at Walmart on sale. So again, that is what you're going to want to need. Transfer all of that stuff. I mean, if you're not going to print the pictures out, just storing them on your hard drive really doesn't matter. So you don't have to take up that space. But definitely invest if you're going to get a laptop with low storage. Definitely get you an external or send it to the cloud. You're going to need that. But back to the chart, we've had one move. If we're going to get another leg down, what you're going to be looking for is a break of support. Where is the support? Right at my lower level right here. If we don't break that, we're not going to get another leg down. If we may shoot up and try to test VWAP, which is my white line right here that's inside of my mobile algo indicator. We come up and test and reject and have another leg down. We could reject at this previous support area at 685.39. Again, I went over why I have my levels. They're kind of like markers, landmarks for me to know where the market is going. And it works for me. If it doesn't work for you, do less levels. But this works. It's very strategic. Anybody can come to my chart and be able to trade because they know where the levels are. I can come and look at anybody's chart and trade as long as they don't have too much mumbo jumbo on their chart. I can trade it if they're a great trader. You don't have to have a lot of indicators. Most of y'all will probably look and say, well, Chaz, you say you don't need a lot of indicators, but you got 14 on here. Half of these are grayed out. Look at the eyeball. That means I'm not using them. A lot of these are on here for educational purposes for me to show people, okay, they might have a difficulty in a certain area. They're not good at marking their support and resistance. They're not good at showing where for value gaps are. When they have something that they're not able to mimic on their chart, we use this as a helper tool, and then you no longer need it. Only thing really leave on is the mogul algo indicator. I may use and if you're not even ready to purchase the mogul algo indicator, you can always just go with the clean VWAP. There you can see the thicker blue line is my VWAP. We're coming up, test VWAP, and we may take another leg down. And you're trading in between the bands on VWAP. What are bands, Chastity? What do you mean? Well, the bands are standard deviation. When you come into VWAP, go to your settings. And then I want you to come down and make sure standard deviation, not percent, is set. And then you got the 3 bands on. Then I go to my style and I make sure my bands are, my upper and lower bands are selected. Doesn't matter what color they are. I don't care. I just don't want that background on there. So I deselect the band field. Now you can just trade band for band. It's one standard deviation away. So what can we tell from the chart? We can see that SPY came down and tested 2 standard deviations away from VWAP before it decided to start to reverse back up. We can also see that in the beginning, we started to trade below VWAP, testing lower band 2. It held lower band 2, came back up and rejected going above VWAP, when you start to see these rejections, that's a clear sign to take a put. And you could have taken 686, put 685 and 684. Boom, gets down here to that support. Where are you at? 684.96. A lot of people say, what's this indicator chart? This is the strat. Now, the strat lets you see the upper time frames or the lower time frames without switching your charts. It already lets you know what's going on those time frames. Some people just like to see it. I like to keep my chart the same, especially when I'm educating. I don't have to flip back and forth, and especially when I'm talking to you guys, it may lag. So this is another tool. Now, you will see that I don't have the strat numbers on. Now, this is just poor on my part. I have not watched the video or taken the educational tools to understand the numbers. So I don't leave them on because I don't know how they work, but I know the strat assist will show me the time frame. So again, I don't use indicator. I test them out, preview them, see how they work. If they don't give me any edge, I don't use them. That's what I was looking at. Saying that's what that was the name. Thank you, Mecha Human. I was trying to come up with saying this because I have like I think a 2 or 3 trillion gig saying this around here. I'm just about to move all of my stuff off of my PC into that so I can share it instead of just storing it on my own hard drive. That's what kind of damages your PC, holding all of that data that you don't use, and it slows it down. I remember watching Wall Street Warriors back in the day. And one of the fund managers was pitching, saying this is like, wow, that's really crazy. I'm gonna have to go watch that. But yeah, we're gonna watch this play out today. Again, I'm gonna have a schedule. I did leave the wheel of names up here, so I appreciate it. We're gonna see about. This is not the one that I had either. Let's see if I can load the one that I had, because this ain't it. Dang, I should have saved it, but we do have some donations going on. So there is a free survey replay. We're gonna do a free one-on-one. I forget the ones. Oh, we had Bitcoin. $20 of B2C. If you don't know what B2C, drop B2C in the chat. I'll explain you what B2C is. We got. I even do one better, but you can change this out if you're already in it. We'll do. I'll do one half off the group mentorship. This is only for today because it's the end of the year, and half off one-on-one. And let's see. Whoa, I wasn't trying to type that. We got have to get a special code. Let's see, 2 months Discord free. There we go. Got some stuff to play and win. If you can think of something you want me to add to that wheel, we'll definitely get some spins in. I appreciate everybody for being here through my technical difficulties. So if you think you want to spin that wheel, drop a 7 in the chat. If you want to spin the wheel, drop a 7 in the chat, because I appreciate everybody showing up. We've been on an hour. We had technical difficulties, and I do want to show my appreciation to you guys. You can drop a 7 in what you want to win. I might just give it away because it's not a lot of us here today, and we don't have a lot of prizes. We got 6 prizes. So let me know what y'all like. Again, back on the chart, you can see SPY is still rejecting VWAP. So that is again letting us know buyers are not willing to pay more at that level. They're only willing to stay in this range. So that's super important. We don't have to, it's struggling. And that's again, it's the last day of the year. Nobody's really buying right now. Now, will we get a pop at the end of the day? We could. and we'll probably stay on about another 30 minutes because this is probably going to consolidate. You can look at yesterday how the market played out. Sharp move first 30 minutes, pull back, lower band one. I'm sorry, lower band two, came back up, tested upper band two. We just kind of, just choppy and then consolidation. So again, I don't see us having a lot of moves later in the day. Um, you can see where we're kind of sitting right now. Probably have another move down, and with the low, this probably will be our low. I said 683, but we might only get about 684.50. But we are probably about to take another leg down. All right, got 2 sevens. All right, Lakeisha and own no one. If you could spin the wheel, what would you want to win? We only got two people. Y'all only two people said they want to win. Out of the options, what would you want to win? Lakeisha, I know you already had a survey replay, but y'all let me know. If you could spin the wheel, what would you want to win? If you got any questions on the market today, let me know. We'll stay on about 30 more minutes. Again, sorry about the technical difficulties. This is going to be hopefully much better once I switch over laptops. And we're going to keep this thing rocking. But I don't suspect us having too much more. A one-on-one. Okay. On no one. Jason, what would y'all want to win? Lakeisha already said she wants a one-on-one. On no one. BTC, gotcha. Jason wants the BTC. And we got on no one. What would you want to win? Just giving back, and I'm very thankful for this new year we're going into. New year is not a new year, new me, just being greater and greater. So again, I just want to show appreciation to you all. This YouTube thing is something new for me to get used to, but I do enjoy it. I love talking about trading. I love being a part of the community and getting more people out there. Just a couple of people watch the video and it's helpful. That's enough for me. You see us sitting on this support line. Like, again, this is a level of support. We could not hold it. So what's happening? We're breaking through that support. Yeah, you sure can. So the free survey replay, if you haven't caught my other videos, I talk about how to get extra money. Because some people, they just don't have it. They're like, hey, I'm not working right now. I've been applying for jobs, or I don't have a vehicle to get to work. Survey replays are another easy way and high paying. Like I got a tablet in my room that I don't use. One, I broke some headphones in it, but I wasn't using it anyway because I'm getting a new iPad. Before I go on a tangent, if you're in the state of Texas and have a disability, hearing, vision, some kind of loss, go to your doctor, have them sign off. People with disabilities receive free iPads or a tablet here in Texas. So this year, they've just upgraded it to you receiving a free iPad. So you qualify to free of charge. If you're hard of hearing, they do give you a free phone that would like read off the conversation to you. I don't need that. I don't have a house phone, but I do use the tablet. On my tablet, I run a software. I run a mode app. If you want that app, just shoot me an email. I'll send you the link. And all I do is just let it play music with a pair of headphones, and it makes me like $10 free every like week or so. They got this new thing called League where you can get more points, and you just read articles, scan it, check your little email, open the email, get points. And it's just like easy additional $40 to $100 a month. That's gas. That's something to order my kids when they're like, hey, can I get some Roblox? So again, I'm always trying to make sure I give you guys the game or how to make more money. So the survey replay shows you how to, sign up for surveys, get picked. I've been stacking them here lately. And again, it's just a couple of dollars. It could be like I take my family out to dinner. Or, if it's something I want that I really didn't want to pay for, I'll just say, hey, I'll use a little gift card that I earned from doing the surveys. And my survey replay is $25. I mean, it's on sale. It'll go back to 30 tomorrow. It'll probably go to 50. It's 50 on my website. But I just like giving you guys the game. The 2-month Discord. Cool. I think y'all probably get it. We'll spin that wheel. If you don't win it, I'll probably still give it to you guys. Because, again, I appreciate the support. We got the market turning back down again. So let's go and let's go take a look at those contracts. Go to your broker. Go to SPY, because we're going to add some to our watch list. We've already had one move already. So if we're looking at the puts, the 685 is $93. The 684 is 57. These are going to move here. So I'm going to add those two to my watch list. Now, should you take the trade right now? No, that's why I said add it to my watch list. Travis, why are we adding it to our watch list and not getting into the trade? Because look at our timer. We have another minute and 10 seconds inside of this candle. It has not completely closed. Buyers can still come in and push this up. We want to confirm the move. We don't have to be first and we don't have to be early. Let the candle print. You want to see a complete close. Now, granted, we do see a little bit of an H pattern. We see this in a hump. We get another leg down in a hump. This is going to go test the low. I believe it's going to go test the low of the day and come and probably fall a little bit further. So let's look at those contracts. I think we're already up 10%. %, not quite 10, 6% as this is falling. Again, once you get comfortable with the chart, most of the time there's not a trade to take. Like as the market this was consolidation, there was no trade to take right here. So now we got the full candle close. Now we get a close below standard deviation 1. Cool. Now we got more confirmation. We're about to hit 10%. There we go. Now we're going to test the low of the day. And we may see a bounce right here at standard deviation 2. We have some buyers here. Let me actually cut VWAP off, and we're going to cut the mobile algo indicator on. I thought I could see some buyers here. I don't see anybody. And then we're going to get the fair value gaps. There goes the sellers. We got a test. So if nothing more, you would have made 10% right now. Let's go back to that SPX. SPX 68.50 is up $18 again. And we're testing the low of the day. Got a couple of buyers sitting there. Why did it pop back up there? I told you guys, once we test that low, we can see buyers there. That's where they were buying at before. They have to break 685. And the low of the day is 684.92. So it's coming right back down to that zone. Also, when we come back down, what you're going to see here and here, let me mark that so you guys can see it. What you see there and here is we're going to have a double bottom. If you don't know what a double bottom or a double top is, go to investopedia.com. Type it in. Don't go down the Google rabbit hole. It's going to explain to you what's going to happen. But when we get those double bottom, we usually see a reverse like this. We have buyers come back in. So we can see a little bit of pop before another drop, just like when you have a double top. Let's see if I can show you guys a double top like here. So here's a double top. We got a high. We got that same high right here. We tested it. And then what happens? We get a drop. Same if you got a double bottom, bottom, bottom. reverses back up. So be mindful of double bottoms and double tops. I would suggest doing Friday. I added today's though, but honestly, Fridays would be better. Let's actually go add the Friday instead of these. They might be a little bit more expensive. Well, they're going to be more expensive, but they're safer. So cost efficient, 685 is 175. And if you're going, mm, you're buying a little more time. I wouldn't go past 680, but it's not going to drop there to today. We're just going to see about $1 move. So I would stay between 685 and 683 for today. And then again, if you just have cost wise, you could go 680 for Friday. If you're trying to stay under $100 for the contract. Like I said, if you've ever wanted to work with me, you haven't, you've been on the fence. Today is the last day to catch sales. I probably won't have another sale. Probably Valentine's. I don't know. There's not really many holidays that are coming up. But take advantage of the sales. Put it on your credit card. Save it. It's going to pay you back. I do have payment plans available for the group and for the one-on-ones. So if those are any, check out the description. The links are there. The codes are there, but those codes expire at midnight. And that's just it. The codes expire at midnight. So the group mentorship after midnight will go to 700. The one-on-one mentorship will go back to 2,000. My one-on-ones will go back to $100. So I always should tell people, hey, stock up on you some $60 one-on-ones. You could have a mentorship. You could save them for later. You can gift them to people. That price won't come back. I think the lowest it'll probably go is a discount, probably 25 off. They'll be 75. It's just because I know the value. Again, if we can come on Zoom now and I can show you over $100 made in like 15 minutes, I mean, it pays for itself and you're able to repeat it over and over again. We're going to have another drop. We were probably about to go test 685 again. Tax deal. You see how it's holding that line? Why isn't it falling? Because buyers are there. They're going to come down and test it, but buyers were sitting there. That's where they bought it before. So once you understand the psychology behind the trade, you understand why things are happening. See how we came up? We tested a particular level. It rejected. Now we're coming back support. They were already buying here. Now we're going to get that H pattern, leg down. Now we just tested the low of the day, which we had already stated. And these contracts are now up. Is this the zero DT? Nope. That's the last one. Up about 15%. Testing the low today. We break right here. We easily get to 30%. You can see the sell order block right there. See that little faint red box letting you know where the sellers are. We can go and get a drop in the next 15. We can be up out of here. We'll see that $100 being made. And usually we're done. Like by now, the market has already moved. We're usually done for the day. We're just consolidating and stagnant because it's the last trading day. It's just slow moving. Again, my stock of the year is still going to be SPY. Just historically, I traded every day. Is very has enough volatility and enough liquidity to pay you every day. My rookie of the year is still going to be SoFi. It didn't hit 40 before the end of the year, but I really think my target was like the January contract. So we pulled back, and I'm not concerned by that. Had they not done their offering for that $1.5 billion, and I can't be mad at that. I think they would have been on par to get as close to 40 as possible. So rookie of the year, it's going to be SoFi. My silent sniper sneaker, Bank of America. Bank of America is going to go through the roof next year. I'm not actually going to click it because it may make this lag. But let's see if I have it on my watch. I don't have BAC here. Shoot. Okay, so I'm not going to tap it because I really don't want my screen to start to lag again. But Bank of America is sitting at 55.10. I still have a target on it for 60. So if you go look out at those January and February contracts, start keeping your eye out on the $60 call. Just watching those play out. Open interest is nice. Volume needs to pick up a little bit. But as interest rates get cut next year, it's going to make it easier to borrow. It's just going to make it easier for banks. So I'm bullish on JP Morgan. I'm bullish on COF Capital One, and I'm bullish on BAC. We may have some little pullback at the beginning of the year again, looking historically, and then get a little bit of pop, and then another drop in April. With the impeding WAR, we just never know. But if we do have WAR, take a look at Palantir PLTR. That's going to be another big one. If this is making sense and adding value to you guys, drop some fives in the chat. Let me know you're still with me. Let me know you understand what I'm saying. You can see on using the strat, you can see the higher time frames, 5, 15, 30, 4 hour, daily, weekly. All of this is bearish. So this is giving you the confirmation when you're in your trade and you start to lose some premium. You're like, oh, let me get out because it's about to reverse. This is what's telling you it's probably not. We got more downside. And that strat indicator is free. Lily M712, thank you for showing up. I think you're new here. Thank you so much for the support. Again, I don't always know you guys' YouTube names, with your real names versus your Facebook names, but I appreciate the support and for tapping in. Thank you so much, Soft Swag. There we go. There's the next leg down. I mean, this is too easy once you know what to look for. We're at 33% again. Dirty 30, you can get up out of here. I tell people all the time, 20% stop loss, 30% take profit. We're at the 30. We're at my other support line. Look at my levels and lines. We're literally going from one support to the next, testing. You just got to have a little bit of patience. We're up 75 on the 68.50. So that contract, the 68.50 put has hit $100 twice already. So if this takes another leg down, it's going to have another $100, dollar move again. I show you guys what contracts to take, how to get it. The contracts that are up 30%, you could have took 3 of those. Again, I'm just showing you guys what happened with one contract. You can definitely take more depending on your budget size. If you're if you have $100 in your broker and the contract is $100, no, we're not taking it. You got to wait, or you got to get a different strike, or you got to trade a different ticker. But if you're working with me, I do like to show you guys contracts that are going to be affordable, under $100, so you can grow your account. I don't want you to have to go out, take a loan, or go try to use part of your mortgage money to come trade. We're not doing that. We're doing whatever bonus money you got for Christmas, set that to the side, or you got Christmas money, set that to the side, and use that to trade with, something you're not going to miss. But we got about 8 more minutes because we're seeing the drops. Again, this might be slow and stagnant, but got a few more minutes. Hopefully we get one more drop. That's what I told you. We just needed another drop to make this play out, but it's just so slow and stagnant. But we'll get out of here about 10:15. If you got questions, if you want to talk to me, if you want to come up on stage, my email address is streaming across the bottom of the screen. Shoot me an email, say, hey, Chaz, can we hop on a call? I'll send you my business number. You can ask me questions about my mentorship, the survey replay, the group mentorship, trading, Any of the things that I offer, the Discord, all of those things, I would definitely, um, you know, clear up any questions. If anybody wants to come on stage, I'm going to drop the invite link. You can definitely come ask me a question, give any feedback, what you would like for me to add to the show. You can drop it in the chat. If you like my content, you like what I'm doing, if there's anything that you would suggest that I could do to make this better or easier for you, let me know. I'm taking all suggestions because I'm new here and I don't just want to be another streamer or do what everybody else is doing. I want to stand out. I want to add value to people, and I want y'all to make money. It's really not about the fame. I don't have to have 100 people in this room. 10, 15 people, y'all make some money and we get up out of here. Just think about it. 10 people making $100 a day. That's $1,000 in a group, and we up out of here. We're not taking, here for a good time, not for a long time. We can get out of here. That 10 people grows to 100. That 10 turn to 20. That 20 turns to 100. Cool. It doesn't have to be a lot, but I want to add value for you guys. So y'all let me know if you enjoy it, if there's anything I can add to make it better. I definitely appreciate it. We're about to go test that low again. And again, you can see the strat telling you, hey, we're still going to push down. Buyers can pop back up right here, but we are still bearish. There we go. There is the low of the day. Got a new low, new drop. Thank you so much, Lakeisha. Thank you guys for the support. Again, y'all don't know how good it feels to be somebody brand new to YouTube, somebody who does not care to be in the limelight, to have you guys show up, have you guys listen to me. It's very warming and welcoming. So I really do appreciate you guys' support. So we got another low. We're breaking another support. $100 is already made. That's $68.50. Oh, it didn't drop enough. We're 75 for 30%, I guess. We're up $20. We're still 30%. The SPX 685, still 30%. It dropped, but it popped right there. There we go. Finish that wick out. There we go. There we go. $100. We're at 135 on the SPX 6850. I told you guys that 684 level right here. In my target for the low of the day, 683. We're almost tagging that. And again, this was before we got there. We're up $41 on the 682 put if you got the Tuesday. I'm sorry, if you got the Friday. I'm trying to go back and read all of the percentages if they got added. So $50 up $50 on the 685 put for the 0 DTE. Again, had you taken two of those, you're at that $100 range. Again, my only goal is just to make you guys money. Great day to make some money. To the downside, happy news. I said, thank you so much, Jamil. Yes, it is. I mean, I told you guys as soon as we hopped on, I'm bearish. I'm already biased. I'm bearish. The historical already showed me that we would be down today, and it would be put city. Good morning, Dr. Chad. I just got on for the day. Thank you for providing a particular segment for free to anyone. Britt, you're more than welcome. Again, you guys show up, I'll show up. And that becomes the consistency. I don't care if you just pull it up and listen to it while you're at work, or if you're starting to learn and then you take the trades later. If you really want to know the game, I'll throw it out to you again. And you're still learning. And again, you may not have the money to pay for one-on-ones. You may not know how to start trading. Come back and watch the videos and back test them. Go look at the contracts. Now, you have to do it the same day, because if you're not paying for historical data, you're not going to be able to see the option contracts after they expire. But you can still look at the contracts that, if we're trading on a Monday, look at the Wednesdays. If it was Wednesdays, look at the Friday. You can use Tuesdays and Thursday, but it creates better discipline if you're looking at the Monday, Wednesday, Friday contracts for the 0 DCEs, how we traded before they provided more liquidity. So Do that. Go watch my videos and back test it. Look at the trades that could have been taken. Look at where I call the play, and then you get into them. It's not guessing. It's pure math, and it's very repetitive. We watch it. You can come on my YouTube channel and go back and watch it over. We're doing the same thing over and over again. This is very repeatable. Again, some people, so if I give you guys a trade for free here, why do people need one-on-ones? Well, you do still need to build a foundation. I'm not breaking down everything, and I'm not going to go through slides of giving you guys definitions. You can do that on your own. Most of you guys that are learning from me, we're all adults. You can read. So I'm not going to read from a PowerPoint or a screen. I'm literally showing you where to point and click and make the money. That's it. Like I could teach a monkey. The monkey tell the monkey, "Hey, press A or press B," and we making money. It's lacking emotion, so it's gonna trade the best because we as humans are emotional. We go, "Oh, it's turning red," or "It's reversing," or "She don't know what she's talking about, so I'm not gonna do it." Is it the monkey doesn't know anything but to press A or B and get a piece of banana, and it's just gonna do it. So if you know you're gonna get money, if I tell you to press A or B, press A or B. That's it. And so I want this to be fun. I hate being on lives and people are like giving testimonials or they're doing a whole bunch of hoopla. Look, my face is very small or not even in a picture because I don't want you guys to look at me. Follow the money. Don't follow me. Follow the money. I just want y'all to get paid. 2026 is gonna be hard. You can't get a third and second job to make more money. Personally, if you want to set up, get married. I ain't gonna say go back to your baby daddy, boyfriend, girlfriend, or nothing like that. Because if it's trash, it's still trash. But make some more money. And the stock market doesn't care if you're broke. It doesn't care if you lost your job. It doesn't care if you was a straight A student. It doesn't care if you went to college. The market just know green make more green. And green that doesn't understand the market is gonna go red. That's it. As long as you build your foundation, learn how to trade, you can make this money. This is not hard. Now everybody look, well, Dr. Chaz, you're a doctor. Obviously, you're smart, so it's easy for you. I've taught a 13-year-old, and that 13-year-old is very smart. I think he's 16 now. But he learned how to do this, can call great plays. Nike, Roblox, the boy is bad. Tesla, he traded the heck out of Tesla in his dad's account. So my youngest client has been 13. My oldest has been 65. I challenge anybody that want to take my program over 65, reach out to me. I got you. If I can't teach you, I'll refund you if you're over 65. Because I know I can teach anybody how to do this because it's very simple. If you can use a calculator and you can press buttons on your phone to call somebody, I can show you how to trade. And that's just real. So, Dr. Shaz, for a new trader wanting to follow you, what broker do you recommend and what level trading view should I get? So, if you're new, any broker that you get, I like Robinhood. I like, and this is just for beginner stuff. We're going to step this up. Start with a Robinhood. It's super easy. Go to Webull, and these are trading platforms. You can use Moomoo. If you want to use a broker, I don't like Fidelity because you can't day trade, and it might be a different. They might elevate that where they can, but it's risk management. You can use Thinkorswim, which is Schwab. You can use E-Trade. All of those tools will get you in. You will need level 2 options. If you don't know how to get level 2, do not go apply for your options contract till you watch a couple of videos or reach out to me and I can walk you through it, because if you apply wrong, they're going to make you wait to get approved for level 2. For TradingView, there are going to be different options for TradingView, and I say start out with using the free version, understand the tools, and I give this to all of my students. Come over here and click all the tools while it's free, so you can just know what they do. I never use an A/B pattern. All of this, I'm Elliott waves. I don't use any of this. But you need to know what happens when you use them, even though you don't use them, just because they're there. They can make people money. But if we start here, let's go look at the plans. I when I first started out for the first year, I had the free version, but again, we could use 3 indicators. I just upgraded from the plus to the premium because it was just $1 more. If you can hold off and think you can make it work, wait until the 4th of July or Black Friday. Those are the best times. They run these deals when they're 60 and 70% off. Or go ahead and sign up with the free one and then wait for them to offer you that 50% off of that 60 once your once your free trial ends. That's going to be your better bet. If anybody wants to use my referral to get it, let's bring that up. And you're welcome to use mine. But as I said before, you're already on YouTube. Go to YouTube, go to Trading Views channel and start watching the videos. They explain how to use the indicators, and a lot of those are free. And then you have other ones that people have created. You take advantage of it while it's free, and then upgrade yourself when you say, okay, I know I need more tools. I want to be able to see this on my chart. I know how to use this thing. Don't just jump out here and then go add 50 indicators and you won't know what you're doing. One's going to negate the other. You're not going to understand what you do. So make sure you test that out. For at least the first quarter of 2026, do you have a set schedule for this segment or a suggestion? Can you let us know on Sunday on your community post if your schedule permits? Yes. So that is the plan. The plan is to have a set schedule. I do teach people and have private one-on-one sessions where we trade live together, pretty much like this, but more personalized to students. So when I'm not having a private one-on-one, I will have a set schedule where you will know. Also, you see my email screaming across the bottom. I have a newsletter and a subscription group. So sign up. I want you guys to subscribe. I got to get the landing page together for next year. So shoot me an email or just send your email and say, hey, I subscribe to YouTube and I want to know when you're going live. And I'll add you to that list. And that I usually send out an email the night before, hey, trade with me in the morning. And that way you'll get a heads up to know when I'm streaming. But I do plan to have this segment at least twice a week. That's what I can commit to now if I don't have a lot of one-on-ones already set. Beginning of the year usually fills up fast. So I have a lot of one-on-ones to fulfill. And then after that, I kind of slow down. Everybody kind of gets into their own rhythm and I can come on live more. But yes, there will be a set schedule where you can come on and catch this. I don't plan to go longer than 2 hours. We did like 7 hours like last month, and that was pretty extreme. But the markets were really giving. So when we have days when we have news or FOMC meetings, we may stay on a little bit longer. But thank you for asking that. What are we seeing here, guys? We're finding some support. Are they reversing? Well, you can see the sellers here. I don't trust this to be a reversal until we can get above those sellers and possibly above VWAP. I don't trust that. All this is another move up to sell back down. So what's the move up? We're going to come and test. I believe this is the 20 and then sell back down. So a lot of times we say, oh, we see a green candle, it's reversing. We got to make sure we watch it play out. If anybody has questions, we've got about 10 more minutes. We've watched $100 play out again. I just want you guys to make money. If you've made some money, if you're catching the replay, drop replay. If you made some money, drop those in the comments. Share this out. Watch the replay. Support the channel. I can continue to bring this and provide value as long as you guys are supporting it. And so I appreciate it. I want this to stay free. I don't have a subscription service or anything. I do have a Discord, but this is to show the community. Again, make some money here. Then when you're ready, you can hop inside the Discord. It's me and about 8 other traders, and we got when I say a new fire trader, this young man is on fire. Like, I like the drive and passion that he has to be young and starting to teach, because he's going to hit another part of the community I just won't reach. Like, he's going to take over the people who listen to Young Boy and then making all this money. I love it. So definitely, like, there's someone, and I'll give y'all a little preview. Like, our Discord is very diverse. If you like me, very straightforward, simple, watch my channel. If you're a little bit more risky, we got other channels. If you like more research, we have something for everyone when it comes to trading. Kendra does SPX and IWM. Great. We got swing trades. We got algo signals. We got Angel. She trades SPY really well. Hannah trades SPX and SPY live on daily. Outside of the walls, we got Donovan. He's a great trader. Bitcoin. We also have, if you're interested, there is a Bible study. If you're not interested, you don't have to be involved. We have Mogul Top Hat, like the trades that Top Hat spits out. We're pretty much top tier. I'll call a trade the day before. I believe this was last week. He called it the initial backup trade. So when you see more than one analyst call, they're not piggybacking. We just see the same thing. And when those align, it's just, I call it like morphin power, like the Power Rangers. When you see 3 or 4 analysts call the same trade within hours, they're not copying each other. They're all getting the line and seeing the same thing. And that's when a lot of money gets made. Uh, I missed some stuff in the chat. You got Ronan. He has the Ronan report. Again, we'll show you the chart. We give you the reason behind why we don't just like pull it out of the air. We let you know where we're looking, where we're getting into, and how we're making these decisions. See how this is rejecting? We're getting wick on the both sides, so they're battling right now. Buyers want to push this back up so bad. The chess. Can you talk a little bit about how time decay matters, the difference between 0 DTE and 1 DTE, and talk about delta? Sure. Let's actually look at it from a price standpoint. How much delta we have, because you asked about the 0 DTE versus the Friday contract. So delta lets you know how much you're going to make per dollar move that the stock move or the share price move, and your theta lets you know how much you lose if it's not going in your direction. So it's like milk. If you go to the store and buy some milk that's going to expire today versus the milk that's going to expire Friday, you're definitely going to be using that milk that expires today much faster. You're not going to hold it all day because it's going to be curdled and old. That's how your contracts look. So when we take a look at SPY, we were looking at the 685 put. Yes, it's more affordable, but when we come over here with the delta and theta, we have a $42 delta. So we know automatically, had we gotten any earlier, we probably need to buy 2 contracts to make our $100 for the day, or 3, or it needs to move at least $2 to make that money. But we also have a $73, $75 delta. Theta. So it's going to eat against us a little bit more. If we go out one more day, it's going to cost us almost twice as much. But you see, we get a more one-to-one delta to theta. So I'm still going to get the same amount of return for the dollar move, even though it's costing me more, but I reduce how much theta I have or how much negative impact it has on my contract premium to buy more time. So yes, buying more time costs more money, but it's safer. So it's like insurance. When you go on a trip and they'll say, hey, do you want insurance just in case you can't make the trip? You may use it, you may not, but if you don't have it when you need it, that's when the problem. So it's just like your insurance. We have it just due to emergency. So you may pay more premium for your contract just to have that insurance if the trade goes against you. I hope that helped. Yes, that's how our classmate came up off the group call out. Perfect. Mm-hmm. If I decide to keep watching the market for the day, is it best to take 1 DTE from here on because it's after lunch? Yes, that's exactly what you need to do, Miss Espinosa. Thank you for asking that. I usually again, the day is choppy. I usually wait till about lunch. So about 11 o'clock, if we're seeing chop or consolidation in the market, yes, it's best to get the next day's contract if it's a 0 DT. If you're in the weekly contract, I usually only buy weekly contracts. I'm in a Monday and Tuesday unless I'm in a put. I can hold through Wednesday, but usually if you're in a weekly, Monday and Tuesday should be your ideal to sell, buy and sell those, or buy yourself more time at 2 to 4 weeks out. Thank you so much for that question. I think you're new here, so thank you so much for showing up and supporting. So what's happening here? We're ranging again. So if you have not taken a trade and you're not in a trade, you have to set a standard. So let's set the standard. We do not take a trade until we get a close above the range. So here is your range. Until there's a candle, if we're not in a trade, wait for it to break outside of this range. That means a close below or a close above. We don't have to sit here and watch this. All we have to do is create an alert. So I'm going to create an alert. And I'll set it here because I don't want it on the line. So I create an alert. I'm just going to double click and create an alert. And I just wanted to tell me when it's crossing up a little bit higher than that. Let's just go 75. Yeah, so I get an alert when it comes here. Now I want to alert to the downside once it closes. So I'll set an alert crossing down. I'll do 25. Boom. Now I can go walk away. Now I can go play with my dog. I can go exercise because all I'm doing is waiting for my phone to buzz and say, hey, Chad, your alert went off. Come back and look at the chart because we don't want to sit here. This has been 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes that we could have done anything. I could have put up groceries. I could have been taking my Christmas tree down. I could have been exercising. That's 20 minutes of me doing something else without watching where the stock is going to go. So make sure you're taking advantage of your alerts. So what do I think for the rest of the day? We could see a reversal, but as I stated, the market closed down lower. Let me actually go back. So I think I did look at the high and the low, but I'll show you guys. We'll do it again. Ignore all the madness. I'll hide it all. There you go. Now everything looks back pretty. So again, historics help you trade. Let's go back to the last day of the year. How do I know what we should be doing? So the open was 589. The close was 586. We closed $3 down. The high was 590 and the low was 584. So we could definitely go lower. We can see from the open to the low of the day, that was a $5 move. So kind of like full ATR for now. I don't know the ATR on that day. So we could have been a lot higher. But we can see the opening here. The last day of the year and the first day of the year were both red. We closed at 680. Sorry, we closed at 586, and we opened the next day at 589. So we opened higher, but we still closed lower. So we had 2 red days. The last day and the beginning of the year. So keep that in mind while you're trading. So now I go back to where we're actually trading and look at how much we've moved. You can see we're having a downtrend. It's very visible. They've got a lower support, 671, but we do have a basis of buyers right here at 680. So again, that's why I said for Friday, if you're getting the Friday contract, don't go any lower than 680 for the Friday. Do not touch a 680 for today, not at all. We're only between a $5 move today, and we've already gone and exhausted about 3 of those dollars. Yeah, we've already got 50%. So I'm usually done. Once we hit ATR at about 50% on the day, I'm pretty much done. It's done what it can do. Can it go more? Yes, but you can see how long it's taken us, and we're going to see that data from the premiums start to erode at your premium. Now we're coming up. I think, like I said, I think that's the 20. Yeah, we're getting up. There we go. Trying to get up to the 20. My 20 is sitting, and this is I think that's the SMA, and Webull is just a moving average, so it's a little bit higher at 685.13. So again, you don't have to sit and watch this. Set your alert, wait for those alerts to go off, and then come back and trade it. Because all it's going to do is chop right now. And what does chopping do? You just pay intuition to the market. Any other questions? This has been fun. Like I said, I really didn't expect to get on. I'm sorry we had so much technical difficulties this morning, but I appreciate you guys sticking with me. We can see those buyers. What are they doing? They're pushing through that sell block, and let's watch to see if it's going to hit our alert. You should get I should see a little box pop up right here, and then I should get a text message and an email. You can set your alert to tell you how you want to get that information. but we're not doing anything until that alert goes off and it closes above. Also, remember when you're on the 5 minute, 10, 15 minute, make sure you have your timer on. That kind of alleviates some of that anxiety. So I have countdown to the bar closes. That way I'm not getting sporadically jumping into a trade off this candle when there's 2.5 more minutes left in it. So definitely be mindful of watching your candle breakdown. When starting out trading options, should you focus on indexes first, like SPY, QQQ, or go individual stocks? Raymond, that's a great question. I would say it depends on your goal. So, what's your goal? Are you looking for long term investment? Are you looking for capital now? Do you need income daily? Or is this just something you want to grow to have monthly return? So, one, knowing your goal helps decide, but I like liquidity. So I started with I didn't that was a lie. Once I really knew how to trade, I knew I wanted to use indexes, but in the beginning I started out trading just stock. My first ticker to trade was DraftKings. So let me know what's your goal. Is it for everyday income or is it to grow and compound residuals? I want to day trade and try to make money each day. So I would say indexes are going to be your best bet, but also you do want to have some stocks because those are going to be your best ones to have your sleep money. Because let's say you get up and you miss the open or you miss the trading, you still want to have your swing trade contracts in place to still make you money in your sleep. So it's good to make money in your sleep and when you're actively trading. But you're only going to make money Monday through Friday. So you still want to have those swing trades to make you money when the market is open. There we go. We got the hey, take a look. It is crossing over. So now I know back to come. Look, I don't have to wait here. I got ahead of level. It's broke through that sell order block and it told me to come back and check my chart. Now I can see if we're going to be bullish. What's going to be my next confirmation? Well, we had our double bottom. Now we got to set up to see. We found a new support here. We broke this support. So we want to see it close above that support for a continuation. And buyers have to push through these sell order blocks. They're probably going to have a push up until we get to VWAP and then maybe reject. But I could see a move from here. We're at the standard deviation 1. There's VWAP. And you can see buyers came in and overtook. So now they're pushing up. Would I take a call? The trend of the day has been down. If you're going to take a call, you should scalp it. Get your 20, 30% and get out the way. See how we were able to not guess about the move and we're seeing where market can go based on math and structure, not just guessing. Hold on, guys. It looks like it's rejecting that area. Again, that's why you want to let that candle has about 3 more minutes. You want it to close above. So we got buyers sitting here, sellers sitting here. So they're battling. That's why we see a wick on the body. Buyers and sellers are coming in with a strong volume for buyers here. Now we're kind of even. All right. We can see you using the strat, the 5, the 15, and the 30 are looking more bullish. The hourly, the 4 hour, the daily, and weekly are still looking bearish on those higher time frames. So we can get a short term bullish move. So that's why I say get your profits and get out the way if you're taking the reversal. If we can come up and test VWAP and hold it, we can see a full reversal. If possible, could you talk about 51st trades starting next week in Discord? So yes, the 51st trades, Court and Kendra will be calling out trades. And this will just grow your account so we can get you rolling to trading SPX and some of the quicker moving, a little bit more um, costly contracts. But Court is going to call the trades. They're going to be a little bit more detailed. So it's just for you to be able to take the first 50 trades with us. But if you wanted to trade, you don't have a background and foundation or anything, but you're like, hey, I want to trade. I want a little bit of guidance. Starting in the Discord with the 51st trade is very beneficial. And again, don't just take the trades, go back and back test them so you can understand why we took or why we called out certain trades. That's going to be super important. Yes, there is a link to the Discord. Let me sorry guys, let me find the link. I'm so bad at promoting because I'm not on here trying to sell you guys and stuff, so I don't even have the stuff ready half of the time. So my apologies for that. But let me get it for you guys and get that code because I want you guys, if you sign up, I want you guys to get the sale price, and I believe it's still 60% off. I'm gonna drop it in here. Let me grab the code and then drop it in here for you guys. Uh, excuse me. That's not the right one. Okay, I might have to. Where's my code? Okay, I'm gonna have to share it with myself, um, and then give it to you guys because it's saved in my phone. Where's my Discord? Okay, let me go on Discord. There's one, and then that's the indicator. Here we go. All right, guys, I got you. Let's go back to Discord. Let's go into my channel. Grab this one. So I'm sure y'all in real time. We have multiple options, but I'm gonna tell you the best way to take advantage of this 150 for a month. Lock in today because tomorrow these prices are going to change. This is going to be, I think, at 8 or 10,000. This is going to 5. This is going to 2 or 300 a month. But let me just show you the best advantage. If you're gonna go pay 150 per month, so you do 150 times 12 versus if you come here, get the yearly or the lifetime. I like paying one time, but I just want to show you guys what both will do with the discount code. So come in, use my link, and then come down here, the discount code 60. That's going to make this $600. So instead of you paying $150 per month for 12 months, you can pay $600 and be done for the year. Put it on your credit card, Afterpay, pay it monthly. You're going to pay $600 if you do the yearly. If you do the lifetime, again, come in, same code works. I like seeing people save money. I want this to be an investment, not a bill. So again, Mogo 60, take this down from $6,000. 2,400. So 150. Let's say you're going to be in a MOGA group for 2 years. You're going to pay this, but now you've paid it and you got the lifetime. It's out the way. Break it down and put it on a payment plan. Pay it off over time. Put it on your credit card. Pay it off. That I like the 60% off the lifetime. You don't have to keep paying month to month. Everybody wants you to sign up for a subscription, so you pay them out, every month. But I like for you to just pay it one time and just be done with it. So let me share this. Also, if you sign up for the yearly or the lifetime, you get a free one-on-one with me. I'm going to automatically give you, if you sign up for the yearly, I'll give you one free one-on-one. You sign up for the lifetime, I'll give you 3 free one-on-ones with me, explaining Discord, setting up your trading strategy plans. So definitely reach out to me with your screenshot that you signed up, and I got you. So let me drop that link here. There's the link for the Discord. Make sure you're using the code MOGO60. Okay, let's say you don't have the money today. You're not going to be able to do it till Friday. That MOGO60 code is going to expire. You're not going to be able to take advantage of that. But being that you are my YouTube subscribers here, you can still use Dr. Chaz 50. Now, again, you're going to lose about 10%, but it's still a good deal. Like I said, if you sign up for the yearly, I'll give you a free one-on-one with me. If you sign up for the lifetime, you get 3 free one-on-ones with me. You can split them up. You can use them back to back, however you want to do it. You want to gift them out. But make sure you shoot me an email with your screenshot of your purchase, making sure you use that link in the discount code. And I got you. We'll get on my calendar. And look at that. What did I tell you guys? I'm more confident if we can get in close, come up here and test VWAP. We're still kind of down here on the 20 and kind of reversing back down. So like I said, I'm still bearish, but we may consolidate. And this is why I said, hey, if you're going to go bullish, you're not here for a long time, just for a good time. Get your profits and get out of the way because it may be short term because the trend is down. Counter trending is very hard to trade because a lot of times, it's about to go back up and we hold the trade too long when you're counter trending. Counter trending, you need to be scalping in and out of the play. If you're still with me, drop some 7s in the chat. If this is still valuable, drop some 7s. As long as y'all are interacting, I'll stay here. I said I was getting off at 10:15. We're at 10:30. If you guys are still with me, we can keep going. I'm not going to be here forever, though, because, the market is very drab. But I'll continue to answer questions. I'm glad you asked about the Discord so I can drop those links. The links for my one-on-one, my group mentorship, and the one-on-one mentorships are in the description. But if y'all don't have any more questions, I'll give y'all a 5-minute grace. Oh, okay, we still here. Soft Swag, Lakeisha, Brandon, thank y'all. Thank y'all so much for the support. And I'll give you guys like my 2025 win. Back in 2021, I was diagnosed as diabetic. And being a pharmacist and stuff, I told them what medicines I wasn't going to take and what I would take. So I told them I'm not hopping on no metformin. Y'all can give me glipizide. I'll take a little bit in glimepiride. I'll take one of those two until y'all have something better. I'm not insulin resistant and didn't have to take insulin. So got a few different prescriptions, exercise, lost weight, and I just went back to the doctor yesterday. And for the last 6 or 8 months, I am not labeled with my A1C as diabetic anymore. So again, you can change your life with changing your eating habits, exercising, using the medication, and then weaning yourself off of it. A lot of people just like, oh, I'm gonna just go straight holistic, but sometimes your body may be at an extreme point when it comes to your health. Start on the medication, then wean yourself, get yourself control, and then wean yourself off by doing the most holistic part. So a lot of times you can go full holistic, but if you know you're not consistent, make sure you start with the medication and then wean yourself off. Um, I had high blood pressure, but I had high blood pressure because I was overweight and having a lot of water gain just due to health issues. So make sure, again, I want you guys to be health conscious. There's no point in making a lot of money and then you're not here to enjoy it. So make sure you keep up with your health. Yeah, I was type 2 in 2021. I literally just overnight, I knew something was wrong. Me and my wife were traveling. We had to stop like every 30 minutes, and I was pissing like a racehorse. I said, yep, yeah, something wrong. Um, I pretty much knew it was diabetes or some form of irritability. Get there, yep, I'm 13, A1C. I was also having health issues this past year. Again, I will also say find you a doctor that understands you. I went to multiple doctors from college up until the last 2 years dealing with fibroids. And most people just like, oh, well, African American women are just prone to fibroids. I don't give a crap. I don't want to live with this. It's discomfort. I don't like it. All the other doctors wanted me to go through birth control, all the other alternatives outside of hysterectomy. That was my choice and something that I wanted, but I did want to try alternatives before that. As soon as I got in my healthcare plan, I found the doctor. I told her, hey, as soon as I moved to Houston, I said, hey, I'm looking to get this done. I've already done I've done a XYZ. I know I want it to happen. That doctor was booked up for like 4 months. She got me in within 2 months. Um, got it done, minimal scarring, no complications, no questions asked like, do you want to have kids? Do your husband want you to have kids? Blah, blah, blah. I told this woman what I wanted. She listened and got it done. So I will say advocate for your healthcare. Find doctors that listen to you, regardless of what it is, regardless of your color. And so me and my wife found the new provider in this area. Doctor was super nice, very personable, listened to all our needs, just made us feel very warm and welcoming. And again, it just depends on the healthcare system. It depends on what you need. Pay the extra money to see the people that you want, not just about your premiums. And that's another thing when it comes to trading and being a full-time trader. You have to pay for your healthcare. You're not under a corporation. But I would say start your LLC. That way you can get insurance for your family and coverage under your LLC. There are other opportunities. I'll be looking into those probably year after next. Right now, my wife still works, so we're under her insurance. My daughter has her own health care. So when you're thinking about being a trader full time, you have to think about those expenses you're going to have to pay out of pocket, which are going to be things like health care, dental, vision. If you're fully healthy, this might not be a huge concern. But when you go into the marketplace to get insurance, you're going to pay a pretty premium because those premiums are offset by corporations because they're insuring more people, so they get a bit of a discount. When you go in just a solo person, some of the options can be a little frugal, so make sure you check the payings out. And this is something that a lot of people don't talk about when it comes to trading. They don't talk about taxes. They don't talk about healthcare. They don't talk about buying homes or buying cars and what kind of roadblocks you're going to hit. when you try to do that when you're not a full-time employee anymore or a W-2 worker. So keep those in mind. That is content I will start to bring to the channel, the things that you need to think about as a full-time trader. They just think it's all glitz and glams, and you do make a lot of money, but those are still expenses you're going to have to account for. Thank you so much, Brandon. When I look at your strategies, are you using certain settings outside of the defaults? I'm not. I didn't change them at all. How do taxes work for a trader? It's gonna vary. So I definitely say find you a CPA. Inside of the Discord, we do have and if you go to Instagram, I believe is the People CPA. She's the recommended person that came and gave us some great information inside of Discord to let you know how to do your taxes, how you want to set it up. If it's your first year and you're just starting out making money, it's not going to be a big hit because you're probably going to have some W-2 to offset that. But it's definitely different. I'm married and I have a business, so my taxes are going to look different from somebody who's just starting out. So it's definitely recommended, you speak with the CPA or a tax professional. Also, the Finance Rebel on YouTube, he is great. He'll definitely be able to assist you with tax questions. Headed to David Buster's with my little one. Thanks for all that you do. I'm hitting six figures in 2026. Jason, shout out to Jason. Jason has gone through my one-on-one program. He's mastered it. He's an excellent trader. He has recommended several people to come work with me. I do appreciate him, but he just took off with the skill set, asked great questions, not super risky, and follows his rules. And him and his family are going to do wonders when it comes to trading. I appreciate him as a student. I like clients like him to just take off and run with it, and continue to flourish. Like he has not stopped. And he six figures. I'll even probably give him seven, depending on how aggressive he is next year. But Jason's definitely going to be hitting there. Again, I don't have to come through with a bunch of testimonials. I will probably drop a few. And I think I need to drop Jason. Jason has already done his testimonial, and I don't think I added it to YouTube, but I'll bring it over to you guys so you can hear from him just how it has changed. But again, if you're looking to learn how to trade, I am gonna have a simple course. I'm just not big on video automation because I think you need to be able to ask questions like you guys are doing now. This is why I'm doing the YouTube or something to supplement, because when you watch videos, if I go into something that I feel like you should already know, then now you're left wondering and trying to go down the YouTube rabbit hole just off the flux of one word. And that's how I used to be when I first started learning how to trade. Was I got stuck because they said something I didn't understand. Now I got to go watch 3 more videos to understand that one thing, but I learned 4 more things while trying to learn that first thing I didn't understand. So now I got to expand on these 4 other things, and I still haven't completed the course. So I do plan to roll out a simple, very strategic, no fluff, just 5 videos on how to start trading. $50. Like just this is it. I'm not telling you how to set up your indicators. It's really going to be point and click, do this and trade, and that's it. And that's just to get people started at a decent price point, make you some money, and then you can pay for one-on-ones, group mentorship, where I do break everything down and keep it simple. But sometimes people they just need to start. They need some affordable way to start, and then they will go down the YouTube rabbit hole and learn. And that's a good step. I just want to be able to provide at multiple price points for everybody. We were right about a pullback. Yep. I mean, when we start watching, now we're in another consolidation zone. We consolidated in this range. Now we're here. Now we're between VWAP and the 20. If we break below here, we get another leg down if we break above. But we may do this for another 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. We may do this for another 30 minutes. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, maybe another 5 or 10 minutes. We're probably going to consolidate some more, but we could consolidate until noon. Like we could easily just stay right in this range until noon, and then we might get a leg up or a leg down. I don't put it past it. But again, just like we had that last range, we draw that range and we wait until we get outside of the range. There we go. So there's our range. We need to close above or below our range to make something happen. Into lunch run, yep. Is your consolidation with the rectangle in trading view. I use your consolidation with the rectangle in trading view and I make $10. See, again, it works. It keeps you from, just trying to make a play. Right now, there's not a play to be made. We're consolidating up or down. It's a 50-50 right now. Your magic, if it works for you, that's it. You just got lucky if it works whichever direction. If I guess we're going up, it's just a guess. I don't have a full confirmation because we're still in a range. Now, if we close above it and I take a call, now I have more confirmation, but I have this big sell block. They got to push. Buyers have to come push through these sell blocks. And we got buyers sitting right here. So somebody has to overtake. But if you look at your strategies, everything started turning back down again. I need to make more one. Get on the calendar with you. Just let me know. You let me know, and I got you. Wes is another wonderful client. Has been recommending people in his path. He started out YouTube. He's in the group mentorship, and he's also in the one-on-one mentorship. He's taking them together. So what did that provide for him? Group provides for him. Group support. He's learning the foundation along with having his one-on-one session. So in the group session, we meet every Saturday. You're limited to that construct of only that Saturday access to me. When everybody graduates, they will get a free one-on-one with me. But he's able to meet with me weekly because he already trades. So he's building his foundation while still getting his one-on-one for his live trading. So you can do one, you can do both. You can start with the group, then go into one-on-one. It just depends on what you need and your learning style, how much time you have available. Time decay can eat away, especially zero T. Definitely. That's what that's for. But zero DTEs create liquidity. And I will tell you guys time and time again, do not be liquidity. Trying to trade the cheap contract on a consolidation will make you liquidity. And what is liquidity? You provide the liquid to the market. Your funds go back into the broker for people to get paid because you're getting into a contract that may not be profitable and you're just giving it back to the market. I hope you will be available after. Yep, I'll still be available. Like I said, this is what I do full time now. I teach. I'm retired. This is what I enjoy. The only time I really take off is I didn't even take off as much for the holidays. I usually take off a week or two for Christmas break, but now I'm doing YouTube and you guys see me here and we're going to be back at the top of the year. August is the time that I usually take off. My anniversary in September. And then August is a big month for me. I usually like to do a lot of giveaways, but I'm usually super busy. We got my daughter's birthday. Then we have my grandson's birthday, then my wife's birthday, then my birthday. That's a lot for August. So I don't try to get people started because I know I'm going to be busy traveling and different things like that. But I appreciate you guys. Like, hey, if y'all don't have any more questions, you got the setup. I may leave this chart up and still come in and out. What do y'all think about that? Like before I hop off, let me ask y'all that. If I set my chart up and I ran the live daily for like 24 hours, because I got two PCs now, so I can literally run and stream the market the whole day on this PC and use my other laptop for other things that I need to do because I can be on Zoom and things. But do y'all like short 1 hour trading day sessions, or would y'all want to trade the whole day? Would you want me to leave my chart up and the YouTube live up the whole trading day? Is that something you guys would be interested in? Let me know in the comments before we hop off. That's going to be good information for me. And also, if you want to know when I go live, you see my email address. Shoot me an email with your email and say, yes, Chaz, I want to know when you'll be going live. I'll add you to my email subscription list. That way you won't miss a thing, and you'll still get updates from me on stock tickers, my updated newsletter. I got to get the link pulled up for next year, so it should be up and give me like 2 days, and I'll have a link for you guys to subscribe. But if you want to subscribe to my newsletter, know when to get updates and alerts on when I'm going live, definitely shoot me an email with to this email address, and that way I can get you on the list. But let me know. Is that something y'all would be interested in? Me leaving this live up on YouTube, showing you guys my charts, different tickers, all day. Whatever you decide is good for me. Okay, we should trading all day. So if you leave it up for 24 hours, you'll be coming in and out. Not 24 hours. It's only going to be the trading day, the options trading day. So I won't be going. I might tip in for crypto or futures and forex every now and then, but it would just be up from 8:30 to 2 p.m. The trading day. So yeah, it would just be me hopping in and out, coming in and just saying, I'll show you guys my chart. I'll show you guys setups. Um, you'll be able to see my chart and be like, okay, what is Chaz looking at, or what is her chart looking like? Does my chart match? Is there a play to take? If we start to see some action, we can come back. I'll come off mute, let you guys know. But it pretty much be muted until I see what kind of music I can stream that won't get flagged. Different things. I just want to be different and provide value. So whatever you don't get from the current channel that you watch, what would you want? Like whoever you watch on YouTube now that helps you trade, what would you want them to provide? What don't they provide that you would want to see? Y'all let me know. Can I put the live trading on Discord? It's a little difficult with Discord. I got to see how I can stream from Discord because I can't see what you guys say. I can share my screen. It's a little different when you're inside a Discord in the talk. So, and we already have a person that goes live in Discord. So I don't want to step on toes. We kind of have our own schedules. So Hannah already goes live inside of Discord. That's why I'm on YouTube. We just want to, grab the community where they're at. Some people are able to listen to it inside of Discord. Some people, it may be easier for them to stream it from YouTube. But we'll definitely see. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can put them inside of both. We're gonna see how this streaming works. See if I can get both of them popped inside of there. But yeah, guys, we got 10 more minutes. I'm definitely gonna get out of here because you can see we're consolidating. I made the box for you guys. If we set another alert, that lower level alert did not go off, so we can I'll actually delete this one, and we're gonna make a new alert outside of this box and range. So alert crossing down. I'll do 75. And you see we're breaking above this one. I was going to set another alert, but it's already breaking up. So you want to see if we're going to go up and test VWAP here. So that'll be our next alert. So I'll set a smaller one. I don't want it to be really on my algo. But you can see, what did I say? We probably consolidate for another 20, 30 minutes. So we got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. There's our 30 minutes. And what happens? Now we get a move. So this would have been 30 minutes of you not making any money or just trading sideways when you could have just waited, because we had 30 minutes of consolidation here, another 30. Now we get a move up above or below our range. You're welcome. Okay. Well, if you guys tap in, I'll bring it. I'm gonna see how much time I get with StreamYard to like stream this. If it's unlimited, then yeah, I'll definitely pop in and do it because I just want to continue to add value. I love to trade. It doesn't cost a whole lot. There's a low barrier to entry, and I just want to reach more people. So I will say this again: like this, share it out, tell your friends about me. It helps the channel. Watch the replay videos. Just watch it. Tell your friends about it. Put it on in the car as you're driving. Listen to it. It definitely helps the channel. Thank you guys. I appreciate you all. Thank you all. So we're breaking out. Again, if you're going to take a call, we're heading into 11 o'clock, which is 12 Eastern. I would say 0 DTEs are going to be risky right now, but get right in the money. So if you're going to do that, you're going to be looking at calls at 685. Sorry, these are the Januaries. If you're looking at the December, get right here. Look at the OI. I'm sorry, look at the volume here. There's a lot of volume. So 686, 685. Get right here in the money. You got a $34 delta. So again, if you want $100, this needs to move $1. And you buy 3 of these contracts. You got a 47 theta. If you're going out a little bit further and you go get the Friday contract for the call, it's going to cost you a little bit more. You get a 1-to-1 on the theta and delta. It's not horrible. But just be careful, because if we don't get a move and we consolidate right here, this contract is going to bleed you out. So I would just recommend take your profit when you see it. If you're getting the 0 DTE, if you're getting the Friday, you have a little bit more potential to be a lot more profitable with less negativity. But I still am pretty bearish right now. But we're sitting in indecisiveness. We're on this candle. We have not quite tested VWAP. So I would want to wait until we test for more confirmation. Are you going to wait for a break above or close on VWAP for calls? Yes, it would be more beneficial for you to wait for a close above VWAP, because we could get the VWAP and reject, and then that would be a strong position from the put from there to the low of the day. And if not the low, excuse me, if not the low of the day, it will be the previous support. I got it. I did. I got it. As soon as I'm off this live, I will be sending you the links. Sorry about that, Kai, but I got you. So we can see this. We got bullish, and we got a bullish block right here. We're getting here. We are outside of the range. So remember, I put the range right here. We are closing above. We can wait, but if we get a call again, stay at 685, 686, and get your profit. Because it's gonna be a battle right here to push back up above 685, 60. They got it. This is a strong selling block right here. So buyers have to come push through this. Once they get above VWAP, it'll be a more sentiment to the upside. So that's just, if you get in now, it's not horrible. We did close above the range, but for me, stronger confirmation just with the choppy day is better at VWAP. All right, we're still pushing up. Any more questions, guys? I'm not gonna hold y'all all day. Can I get a newsletter to know when you're trading? Yep, I'm getting the newsletter together. I just got to get it all set up so I can get you guys on the subscription list and get that out to you guys. So definitely having a newsletter coming soon. Thank you for that suggestion. But we got a few more minutes. 3 more minutes. We'll go to 11. You can see this pushing up and going to test VWAP. If you don't any more questions, I'm gonna let the chat go for a little while longer because I know it lags, and then we're gonna get out of here at 11. This has been fun. Last trading day of the year. Don't give back any gains. We're definitely gonna hit 2026. Tomorrow's off. If you got questions for me or want to hop on a call, definitely shoot me an email. I'll send you my number. I'll be taking discovery calls tomorrow for free. So if you have any questions about working with me, you can definitely get those questions answered. And then we may be back live on Friday. Y'all let me know. Let me know what else y'all got. Thank you, Soft Swag. Have a happy new year, and I'll see you next year. Thank you for all you do. Your seeds you plant are soon to sow. Thank you so much. I might have to take that. Your seeds you plant are soon to sow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So those red and green trading blocks, you have to buy on TradingView. No, that's an indicator, and that's free. So the mobile algo has it included, but you can see those are they're my fair value gaps. So the mobile algo also shows you buy and sell order blocks, but this is you can see the fair value gap here, and that's by Lux Algo. So if you go to the indicator and see fair value gap, Lux Algo, that's a free indicator. So see how I took the mogul algo off. You can see us coming up to resistance. We traded up, and this is a almost got $1.50 move from the low. So we got a low of 684, and we're move. You can see that move here. If we go up on a higher time frame, you can see the reversal. But we don't really have to move from the higher time frame because we have the strat assist on. Hi, thanks for coming back in. We're out of here. It's 11. We see the moves they're gonna make. I gave you guys the alerts. We are back at VWAP. I think we should be back at VWAP. It was white with the mogul algo. Here is the free version of VWAP. So again, here if we close above here, we can see a continuation to the upside. We reject here. We got another leg down to support and to the low of the day. So again, don't be trapped. And this is why I said if you're trading calls, make sure you get your profits. But yeah, guys, I appreciate y'all. Have a happy new year. If I don't talk to you guys later, if you're catching the replay, comment replay, please have a safe and happy new year. I appreciate each and every last one of you that showed up today to trade. Hope you guys made some money. Reach out if you have any questions. Please be safe out here tonight. I do want to trade and see you guys in the new year. So be safe out here tonight. And just in general, I got you. I'm about to email you now as soon as I hop off of here. Let me get that calendar set up and send you that invite. But yeah, guys, first, the group mentorship, group 3 starts this Saturday at 11 a.m. It will be recorded. You'll have it. We will be setting up our brokerage accounts and setting goals for the new year and getting everybody that starts in January. You'll be up in full-time trading mid-February. We're going to skip Valentine's Day, but the month of February, and then that's Black History Month. We're just going to go in. We want to make a lot of money. So definitely tap in. If you got questions, shoot me an email. I'll send you my number. Sending snow your way. Don't send no snow my way. I'm in Texas. I moved from DC not to have no snow. I don't want no snow. Happy New Year, everybody. But I appreciate you guys from the depths of my heart. I'm a pharmacy. So we talk about, they say, don't say bottom of your heart. Say your left ventricle. So lame pharmacy joke. But yeah, from my left ventricle, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for supporting me. This is going to be a journey, and 2026 is going to be magnificent. And I want to see a lot of you guys make a lot of money. And it's about wealth. You don't have to be millionaires. It's just to make enough to make sure you're happy, you're healthy. So great things for taking out 2025 into 2026. I appreciate you guys. If you got any questions, you see my email, shoot me an email. Don't hesitate to reach out. I'm here and available. So I thank you all and have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your day.